Hi, welcome back. Start of the second semester, and we are into Unit 6, which gets us into the quadratics now. We leave the linear and move onward. So let's take a look at the slide deck, the overview slides, and see what we've got in store for you. Again, I go to the Canvas page. Hopefully, again, your familiarity here is really strong. And hit the slides link for Unit 6. Unit 6 is laws of exponents, expressions, and factoring. Looks a little funky to me with the printing down there, but maybe that will take a little adjustment. So let's dive in. We begin this unit with some TEKs that we have covered in the past, at least briefly. And so you want to give a little bit of attention to the review on combining like terms. There's a lot of TEKs in this unit. Two essentials, A10E, which is factoring, and A11B, which is also essential, which is a simplifying using laws of exponents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, supporting, add, subtract polynomials, combine like terms, multiply polynomials, degree 1, degree 2, determine quotient of a polynomial, rewriting polynomial expressions. Write a note to myself to fix a parenthesis on there. And then we finish with simplifying numerical radical expressions. So a lot going on here. Challenging unit, I think, to teach. Unpacking the TEKs, our documents are there. A10E, factoring trinomials. I'm not sure there's a magic answer for how to factor. I know a lot of you now like the X method, the AB C method. That's cool. Some of you still like to reverse distributive property. Some of you like to reverse FOIL, I guess you would call it. Whatever works for you. We're not restrictive on that, but I also have become a proponent a little bit more of the X method, multiplying, A times C, got to be the factors that equal B, that kind of thing. So that's 10E. Ooh, that's a little blurry. Heavy, heavy, heavy tested. And what they've done is they've changed the testing of it. It used to be they asked for both factors. Now they'll ask for one, but 17 times in the last 6 years. So this has been a pretty heavy tested area, maybe the most heavily tested. A11B, simplifying using laws of exponents. Of course, that you're adding when you multiply like bases, you add the exponents. When you divide like bases, you subtract the exponents. That's the negative exponent. That's the, being able to put that in the numerator or the denominator. So a lot goes into this one. Examples there, some of the content, some of the testing questions that we've used. Adding and subtracting polynomials, multiplying polynomials, dividing polynomials, polynomial division. So a lot, like I say, in this unit, rewriting polynomials, supporting standard. Ooh, that needs to be fixed as well. 10F, okay. Deciding if a binomial can be written as a difference of two squares. So basically difference of two squares. Example there, 11A, that also needs to have an accompanying statement at the top, simplifying radical expressions. Data-wise, we've done okay. This has not been one that we've had a lot of trouble with. 11B has been a challenge, as you might suspect. Otherwise, our supporting standards, we've done okay on in past years. Vocabulary, some of the vocabulary involved common misconceptions your students will see. Vertical alignment, not a lot of heavy alignment here because you're getting into quadratics, and of course we haven't introduced those in 6th, 7th grade. So not a lot here, but you do see the numeric expression 6.7a, which aligns with A10E. 13 days on this unit. A10E being the heavy readiness, 4 days. 11B being a readiness, essential readiness for both of those, 4 days, and then 1 day with each of the others. This also involves the time when you should be doing your middle of the year map testing. Instructional strategies, there is a win day in here. And so you can see with the Winday, we've got differentiated instruction from the standpoint of an intervention lesson with Carnegie, an extension with the Zinger. I like the Zingers for extension. I like the Zingers across the board because they have enough on there that you can use it as a teaching component too. It kind of progresses through conceptually how to do things. And then I did write some separate Magma math exit tickets that you can be utilizing. Hopefully you've seen those throughout the calendar. There is one in connection with this Winday. I like those because Magma allows you to graduate the level of difficulty on those. So you can kind of fit it in. I think there are 4 questions, if I remember how I wrote them. 4 questions on the assessment, easy to grade from the standpoint of you grading it easily. And kind of hits on what's important to check for understanding. Language support, some of the key words and sentence stems that you should be aware of. A resource showcase. I chose Carnegie as the important resource here. Again, if you haven't used a lot of Carnegie, the middle school actually is utilizing Carnegie heavily. It may be an oncoming thing for Algebra 1. We have placed a lot of the materials in a database for you or in our drive for you. But what I like about the slides that Carnegie provides, again, it's a good comprehensive instructional piece. It has a warm-up. It has your goals. It has your essential questions. It gets you started. It takes you through the progression of the instruction. You know, here we are, powers, base, exponent, all the terminology is there. And then it gives you practice problems for your kids and you to try, depending upon what your technique is on how you instruct. But this is good stuff. I mean, it really is. And so I chose Carnegie to showcase back to you again the progression that it uses. It's a little more probably than you want, but again, remembering that the rules of exponents, there are so many. And so you might have to pick and choose how you focus on these a little bit, but this should get you a good instructional tool to use with your kids. Yeah, but you're definitely going to have to simplify or shorten some of these. Like the ending problems too, by the way. This could be your assignment piece. Look at these. They've got, multiplying like bases. They've got power to power. They've got dividing like bases. They've got some negative coefficients in there. They've got division of like bases. They got the zero power in there. A lot of good stuff right here. So anyway, that's my instructional resource for this particular unit. Of course, there is a Winday, so there are some intervention things on 10, 11B and 10E since they are essential standards. The Zingers provide the enhanced or the enrichment. And we are into quarter number 3, semester number 2. It'll go fast now. It always does. And of course, the folks that you can call on to help you out. So good luck with Unit 6. Let me know if you need anything at all. And I'm sure you're going to knock it out of the park.